Has eating vegetables and protein and fruits something that you know will help you lose weight? Has that ever been a stumbling block to you when it comes to actually losing the weight? Because let's be real, how can you be sustainable and how can you enjoy it if it actually doesn't taste any good? My name is Renee Rasheva, and in 2018, the Lord helped me lose weight in what felt like a miraculous way. I ended up losing 40 pounds, and I have been able to maintain a healthy lifestyle ever since in the freedom and the joy of the Lord for my health and for my family's health. And if you have just started on a diet or you have been going at it for years, cycling in and out, and have struggled and failed, I want you to know that you have a place here at the table of grace and at the table of freedom. Now, today we are going to be diving into this particular topic because it is very near and dear to my heart. When I was young, I grew up with the mentality that healthy food could not taste good. I remember going to the parties at my church when we would have, just everybody would have like chips and cookies and all of the things out. And inevitably, one person would bring the vegetable tray. It would be the baby carrots and I didn't know, like broccoli. I don't even know. I don't even remember what was on those plates except for those carrots. And I would see my friends eating them, and some of them would even eat them without the ranch dressing. And I was like, how in the world do they eat those carrots? They're dry. They don't taste good. And I felt a little like one of those moments, right, where I felt insecure about myself, where I was like, oh, I know I should be eating that, but I don't like it. And I don't even know how they do it. I felt guilty, like a little bit insecure. And from then on, for many years, I could not begin to even like the healthy foods. Actually, in my college, it wasn't until like 18 or 19 was the first time that I didn't eat iceberg lettuce. I had like branched out finally to some spinach and some darker color lettuce. It was disgusting to me. In that moment in time, it was disgusting. And for me, honestly, to get to a level of maintaining a healthy lifestyle that actually you lose weight and you stay at a good weight seemed impossible for me because I didn't gravitate towards those flavors and I didn't gravitate towards those foods. So how am I going to possibly do it? Because then I have to restrict, right? Like everything in moderation. And it taunted me because I have to eat this in moderation and I don't know how to do it. And honestly, as I've shared in previous episodes in this podcast, I'll have those linked below. The food companies have actually set it up so that you want to go back for more. They taunt you, they mock you, they tell you that you can't stop, and they encourage you not to stop. And I was easily one of their victims. And actually, people who eat a 60 to 70% processed food, semi-homemade diet actually overeat by about 500 to 600 calories a day just because they need more nutrients. Now that's a topic for another day, but the point is that I just didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how I could break out of that cycle and actually like something. Now I want to share with you something super cool, and I think it could absolutely change your weight loss journey, especially here in this moment and today. You might see and especially in 2 weeks, I believe over time, if you give this time, you're actually going to see something really beautiful happen for your health because the food companies have formulated their particular group of food, their packages. They have formulated them so that they heighten your taste buds and your receptors. Now, what is absolutely super cool about your tongue is that you have all these little tiny taste bud receptors that get to understand what's going on with flavor. The things that they give you pleasure and delight. Like God created these taste buds. And when you eat a processed food diet, the problem with that is that it actually hijacks your taste buds and it actually makes you it's like it heightens your taste buds and it makes them so much more like hyper palatable. All of the food feels like so much like oh, this is so good, but it's because it has high sodium, high sugar, high fat content. And they found this specific combination to kind of give you a bliss point and be like, oh, this is the most amazing food ever. Dopamine hits, fireworks go off, you feel good for a moment, and then it gets down to your stomach and your digestion hates it. Your waistline regrets it, and you feel absolutely disgusting about yourself. But because they've so trained and so figured out how to do these taste buds, they've put thousands and thousands and millions of dollars into just finding the right formula to make their cardboard food taste good. And when they do, like, we find that we're the ones that keep coming back for more. We would love to take a quick break to tell you about this opportunity. In 2018, the Lord helped me lose weight in what felt like a supernatural way. It felt like it was just melting off of me, and I ended up losing 40 pounds. And so I've put together a free ebook that I believe the Lord wants to give to you. It's got 5 truths to your effortless weight loss. And in that book, I share the one biblical truth that the Lord showed me that helped me really step out of striving and step into an ease of His grace to walk in freedom for my weight loss. And I believe He has the same for you. We also have it in an audiobook version. So I encourage you to click the link below in the comments or go to www.feastingin.eden.com to pick up your free ebook today. Once we have hijacked our taste buds on all of this hyper palatable food, when we go back to eating the food that God made, that has actually deep and rich, complex flavors filled with super beautiful notes, like a symphony, like an orchestra where so many different instruments are playing. What actually happens is that when we eat that food, we're actually not able to taste the difference. We feel like it's bland and dry, it's terrible tasting, and like how could anybody eat this salad? How could anybody do this and that? And I want to encourage you. Every 2 weeks, our taste buds actually regenerate. And our taste buds can actually be retrained to eat food and like it. So if you were to eat a hyper palatable diet, probably even in the first time, but if you do it, say like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, your body is going to start to crave that. And your taste buds are going to get used to that. So that's maybe where you're at already, right? Like you already enjoy these like super palatable foods. And when you think of eating vegetables, it's like, oh, that's so gross and that's so bland. But what happens is if you eliminate those foods that are causing your receptors to go on overdrive for about 2 weeks to 3 weeks, in about 21 days, you will start to see that if you're eating a whole food diet, it might feel bland at first, that it will eventually start to taste good. You'll start to crave it. You'll start to be like, oh wait, these carrots actually have sweetness to them. And they actually have juiciness to them. And oh, actually this pepper isn't so bad. And if you add a little kosher salt to it and a little bit of olive oil and maybe some lemon juice, oh my goodness, it's just next level. And now I can attest to this because that's what kind of God took me on, a place of like just getting rid of the processed foods. And now when I eat something that's been processed, I immediately notice the difference. I immediately feel that there was a chemical added in it, and it doesn't taste real. It doesn't taste whole. It doesn't taste good. It tastes like second-rate food. And before going to the restaurants, I felt like, oh, I can't get this food anywhere. I can't cook it at home. I only go to the restaurants for the stuff that I can't cook at home. And the reality is most of them are filled with processed ingredients that you can't cook at home, and you can't eat. Like, you can't put sodium diphosphate into your food. You don't want to put that stuff in your food, this potassium bromate and all these long chemical names. And the reality is that the food there is so much better. A little while ago, I decided I'm going to have a splurge. I'm going to go out and eat something. I'm hungry. I want a breakfast sandwich. And when I went to this when I went out, I was like, I don't feel like cooking it. I don't want to go home and do that. So I'm just going to get something. And I went to what I thought was like a pretty clean grocery store. And I ended up grabbing like their breakfast sandwich, and I did my thing. I'm like, I'm going to look over. I'm going to turn it on the back and I'm going to see what's on it. Oh my gosh. It was an egg cheese croissant sandwich. And the ingredient list was so long. It's filled with cornstarch and all these chemical names. And I was like, you know what? I can just choose to eat something at home. I can just choose to fry up my own egg, add a little organic raw cheese and some nice good like turkey bacon, and I'm going to be perfectly fine. And my friends, that's the thing, is there is hope for you if you don't like the taste of the food. If you don't think that it's possible to maintain a diet, like a healthy lifestyle, because you don't think you can eat this, like you can give up all of this processed foods. The reality is that there is so much more abundance and so much more delicious flavors and things that you can enjoy on the other side. It's just a matter of changing your mindset and hopping over to the other side, going through the process of retraining those taste buds and having them made new. I promise you, if you take this challenge to try to reset your taste buds and you stay on it long enough, you're not going to want to go back. So if you're interested in doing that, I would love to see what you decide in the comments below and see what happens. Take the experiment. Let's do an experiment together where we just get rid of processed foods and we start to eat whole foods, and then eventually like add, incorporate something, maybe try something back and see how it feels. See how it feels on your tongue, see how it feels in your gut, how your stomach feels, how every part of your body feels, and let me know how it goes. I would love to hear. So friends, thank you so much for joining this episode. I hope that you're getting value out of it. If you are, I encourage you to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and share this with other friends who are wanting to go on this journey. And we will be back in the next episode with your biblical encouragement for you on your weight loss journey. I'll see you friends in the next podcast.